And now we are joined live by Alex Kadir from Brussels to give us the inside track. Alex, thank you for joining us. Now, we do know that von der Leyen, she needs to secure a qualified majority from the 27 EU bloc and also a majority in the 720-seat European Parliament. But she's trying to secure her clout, but it looks a little tough under current conditions.
Well, it was always going to be tough. In fact, throughout this campaign, the odds of Ursula von der Leyen being successful in this felt smaller and smaller. One senior EU diplomat saying it's about a 70% chance that she would get the member states on board and 50-50 that she would get the parliament on board. But this election result actually falls in her favour. Now, one of the main criticisms of Ursula von der Leyen is that she had been too hardline on migration and that left-wing parties were maybe less eager to help her facilitate a second term. Now that, and certainly the shift to the right in the European electorate, would suggest that it looks more likely that she will be the next European Commission President. She will secure a second term. We've heard rumours behind the scenes that France is getting ready to declare in favour of Ursula von der Leyen. That would be a massive, massive boost for the outgoing European Commission President, because, as you said, you need the nomination of the member states, and it's looking good for her in Parliament as well.
Okay, but having said that, far-right parties have made big gains this time around in the European Parliament, and also at the same time that has rattled traditional powers, including France, causing severe blow to the president himself. But what could be the reasons attributed to these inroads made by the other side?
Well, with European elections, it's always difficult to find individual reasons because you have 27 different elections effectively in 27 different member states. Some of the key issues, the cost of living was a big issue. We've seen that throughout this campaign. Migration remains a very big hot button issue for those far-right parties who talk about migration almost constantly on the campaign trail. And in a different way, particularly for European farmers, green policies and bureaucracy and red tape when it comes to new environmental policies have been a big source of frustration for farmers, some of which are associated with far-right parties as well. You will have remembered we reported here on DD India of the farmers' protest tractors across the city of Brussels, bringing the city to a standstill, very vocal in that campaign. Those key issues. Now, it doesn't mean that the far-right will be able to govern. That seems very unlikely. What it does mean is that they will be able to influence for the next 5 years.
We'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Alex, as of now, for joining us. We, of course, are tracking the story big way. Thank you for joining. Meanwhile, there are reported protests.